A journal from Spain. In today's video, I will be sharing my notes, photos, and sketches from my trip to Spain last fall. So, from my time in Spain last September, October, I got to spend a few days in Spain and started my trip off in Barcelona and wrapping up in Valencia, where just being there felt like I took a day off or just ditched school just to get away from the monotony, which I thought a lot of while flying to Barcelona. Also, for my photos, in new environments, I like to switch it up. Just from the photo walks from around where I live to the mood of my photos gives more of a colorful feeling from being in cafes, no deadlines, no pressure, just to gaze at beautiful architecture and so much more. So during my time too, I did a majority of my photos with a Lumix DMC LX5, which I have right here. Great camera for if you want to put it in your coat pocket or keep more compact. It has been my lifesaver for at least two international trips I've taken with it. So started with Barcelona. I have a list of cities and countries that I want to visit that I made a list of a few years back. And I've been unfortunate to visit a handful of these cities already in the last 2 or so years since writing the list. With Barcelona, I managed to capture my photos while I had some time while I could check into my hotel. So I took the opportunity to observe what an average morning is like in the city. And from the photos I took while I had time, I adopted this golden bluish color that I managed to make more as if I took it from way before it's on this earth. Of this goes from the balconies to the views from Park Güell, one of the many walks around Barcelona, as it was almost that I had in the palm of my hand. Some of the photos taken too are just of architecture and balconies are from around the city, which also makes me imagine what life is like in any city or environment I go into. While being in Barcelona for those few days allowed me to experience things that I wouldn't get to do back home, from the slow pace of life without having to feel pressure. And it also is showing from my photos while in Barcelona and Valencia. And there is a sense of the warm atmosphere of this. Maybe this has to do with the culture in Spain. And as my time in Barcelona came to a close, I hopped on a train to go to Valencia. And after a 3 hour red eye train ride, after a 3 hour red eye train ride to Valencia, I had to wait some more time to get into my hotel. Like any other time I arrived in the morning while waiting, I strolled around a few blocks to get an idea of where I was staying around my hotel. And while I was in the square just to get late breakfast since I didn't eat on the train, the center looked like something you would see out of Hollywood, although I've never been to Hollywood, except the closest thing to me would be going to San Francisco. After I got to check in, I took a nap from being up for a while on the train ride. I was actually in awe about the hotel room, as by far is my favorite hotel that I've stayed in. It's mainly because there's this distinct personality to the room and environment that I had when looking at my room. When you hear people from outside, it just felt very lively, and just the old school aesthetics of the hotel, which I'll have a photo of as well, shows it the most. Sadly, through a quarter of my Spain trip, I did fall under the weather, and it did sour my trip a little bit, but I didn't make it manifest. So I did take a lot of low pressure activities, from taking more photos, drinking tea and getting much sunlight as possible. It felt more like self care from being behind the lens to just stopping for pastry and forgetting you spent more time than money there. From the photos there too, I can tell you I got to explore every nook and cranny being around this wonderful city. From the 3-day pass or renting a bike just for a few hours a day to capture more glimpses and amazing things the city has to offer. As my time in Spain comes to a close, I was thankful for the time that I got to spend there. And for any photographer, Spain is amazing for the vibrant colors, to the sunny days that will let you stay outside for as long as you want. It's almost like a dream half the time on it, to tell you the truth. And I planned to do another video in Portugal, so I hope you enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.